If you lack motivation, energy, or just can't seem to get started on the things that you need to do, you might be asking yourself, am I lazy? Or could I be depressed? I'm Dr. Jamie, licensed clinical psychologist, and several of the hallmark symptoms of depression could look remarkably like laziness and can get in the way of getting things done. Let's get started by separating the concepts of depressed mood and major depressive disorder, also known as clinical depression. Depressed mood is a temporary emotional state. Feelings of sadness, irritation, or emptiness can sometimes be called depressed mood. Now, for the most part, depressed mood is a normative part of the human experience. Sometimes sad things happen, and you could be disappointed, be sad, or feel like you're at the end of what you can deal with on an emotional and cognitive level. But sometimes these feelings last for an extended period of time. And if you find that you're depressed or down for most of the day, nearly every day, for at least a 2-week period, you might be facing clinical depression. Now, some of the symptoms of depression may look or feel like laziness. So in this video, we're going to go through those symptoms and explain how some symptoms of depression impact productivity and might come across as a lack of motivation or even laziness. Let's start with depressed mood itself and how it could be misinterpreted. When you have depressed mood, you are experiencing a lack of pleasure. And pleasure in itself is motivating. In fact, humans seek out dopamine hits, and in general, we want to do things that bring us joy. And when you're depressed, you can find it difficult to identify and anticipate what will bring you joy or happiness. Now, there's two systems at play here. First, studies have shown that even on our best day, we are poor predictors of what will bring us joy or happiness in the future. And depression may make it even harder for us to guess what we will enjoy. When you're depressed, you might struggle to see the point of putting in effort because your brain is telling you that getting up and doing something or taking goal-directed action isn't going to make you feel any better than you feel right now, so what's the point? And this is impacted by the second system that we'll talk about here, which is our natural bias toward remembering and recalling negative experiences. This is called the negativity bias, and I've done an entire video on other cognitive biases that affect the way that we think about the world. When you're depressed, that bias can make it easy for you to recall past negative experiences, times where you failed, or times when things didn't work out according to plan. And this can lead to a sense of hopelessness and again come across as laziness or a lack of motivation. Next up is sleep. Now, sleep disturbances are a part of major depressive disorder, and sleep disturbances can have a far-reaching impact on your motivation and your behavior. Now, for some people managing depression, their sleep disturbances comes across as too much sleep, what we call hypersomnia. And it's easy to see how sleeping too much could be incorrectly confused with laziness. But not sleeping enough could also come across as laziness in certain situations. Not getting enough sleep could exacerbate or make other symptoms of depression worse because of how sleep impacts your other bodily systems. Specifically, it can increase the difficulty that you have concentrating and making decisions. Difficulties with concentrating and indecisiveness lead to problems effectively planning, organizing, and executing the things that you want or need to get done. You may struggle to set clear priorities, make decisions, or stay focused on the tasks, which hinders your progress toward your goals. Lack of sleep can also impact your energy levels, which we also tend to see within clinical depression. Decreased energy levels can make it difficult to feel motivated and to have the stamina needed to get up and go pursue your goals. When you're depressed, even the simplest tasks may feel overwhelming and exhausting. This leads to procrastination and avoidance of goal-related activities, which some people could confuse for laziness. Depression can also impact your eating habits. You can find yourself eating more or less than what's usual for you, and for this symptom to be elevated over into the clinical realm that might need some evaluation by a mental health professional, you want to see a change in weight that's more than 10% of your original body weight. This change in appetite and potentially change in your weight can have an impact on your energy levels. Changes in a habit as fundamental as eating could also get in the way of your established habits and routines that support forward momentum toward your goals. Now, a less commonly discussed symptom of depression is moving or talking more slowly than what's usual for you. Slowed movements can impact your physical capabilities and your efficiency in completing tasks. This can result in slowed response times as well as reduced overall productivity. Finally, some people find that when they're depressed, they experience feelings of worthlessness or excessive feelings of guilt with things that they should have done or could have done differently. This kind of rumination can erode self-esteem and confidence in your ability to achieve your goals. When you internalize some of these negative beliefs about yourself, you might start doubting your capability to succeed, or you might feel like you don't deserve your particular aspirations. Fortunately, understanding this link between clinical depression and differences in your productivity have been studied by clinical researchers for decades. If you're struggling with depression and finding it challenging to stay productive, you are not alone. There are evidence-based treatments such as behavioral activation or cognitive behavioral therapy, which can work to remove the roadblock depression can throw up in your path toward achieving your goals. Seeking treatment for depression can be a game changer in increasing your productivity. Whether it's therapy, medication, lifestyle changes, or some combination of the three, it all starts with the first step. You deserve to live a life full of joy and purpose and productivity toward the things that matter to you. Addressing the underlying factors toward your depression can help you start to regain control of your life and rediscover your motivation and energy. If you'd like to learn more about the signs and symptoms of depression, check out this video right here where I walk through the signs and symptoms of clinical depression. And if you're looking for some helpful resources, take a look at the description box down below.